Hello! Hi! Hello! I feel so weird to just not have anything prepared before the stream because it's been a month since I've done a Just Chatting. Months, you guys! How are you doing? I hope everyone's doing well. Hello, Cookies! I'm so glad that your fever is gone! I'm so glad that you're feeling better. Thanks for stopping by even if you can't stay! Hugs, I also send you hugs. Hello, Leo, hello, Rita, hello, Vorador, hello, Officer Hot Pants. Wow, I've never been early. I mean, I've been early a couple times, but never before the video early. Welcome to the countdown. Welcome to the first hello. Welcome to me saying hey to everyone. Setsuna, welcome, hi. Neptune, hi. It's the final countdown. Anyways, sorry. Tiberian, hello! Hello there! How are you today? I'm cold. And I know you guys, you guys will get tired of me saying it. I debuted in September, which is my spring. So this is the first winter that you guys get to spend with me. And I know for a lot of you it's summer, but for me it's winter. So let me show you what you can expect. From here on out, for the first for the next maybe 5 months or something, every time you ask me how are you doing, the answer is probably gonna be I'm cold, because I really don't do well with cold, you guys. Howdy, welcome C Plus Hero, hello, good afternoon to you too. Finn, welcome, hi, hello. Freestyle snacking. That was pretty bad. But if someone says it's the final countdown, how can you now answer? You know, like it's required. I think it's one of those social cues that are kind of like an unsaid obligation. Saying hi from the client side. Welcome. I'm glad you could sneak out, but don't be damn it, risk. Don't be risky with your job just because you want to say hi. Don't. Oh my God, chill. Did you guys hear that? Some vehicle was very, very loud outside. 96 Fahrenheit outside. I envy you. What is 96 Fahrenheit? Let me hold on. Let me Google something real quick. Fahrenheit to Celsius. That is. Oh, you know what? I don't envy you. It's quite too hot. It's quite a bit too hot. I don't envy you. I'm so sorry. Chili snake too chilly, too icy. I don't enjoy it. It's like yawning. When someone does it, you have to as well. Exactly. Yawning, laughing awkwardly when it's the 4th time that someone repeats something to you and you have already asked what 3 times, and the final countdown. That's also slow clapping or equivalent expressions when someone makes a very bad pun. I think it's important. That's body temperature? 96 Fahrenheit? It's not body temperature. That would be, you would be, I'm not gonna say dead, but that's not, I think that's way too low to be body temperature. Unless the 35.5 Celsius. Yeah, that's too low. That is way too low. Unless this is like not exact and it's just an approximation. But that looks way too low for me. Hello, Barrios, how are you doing? Welcome. I hope you're having a good day. So, you guys, this is the first free chatting we've had in a while. Hello from Estonia. Welcome, Veiko Daniel. How are you doing? Veiko Daniel. Welcome. How are you doing? I hope you're having a good day. So it's been months since we've done a free chat. Previously in free chats, I have ended up talking about things like Doctor Who or stuff like that this time. I promise not to. But since we have a free chat and I have the chance to do the kind of thing that I normally do during the wrap-up, one of the things I want to talk about is, it's less talking about it and it's more giving you guys an announcement? It's not an announcement, it's not a big thing, but like, it's also been a long time since we've had a karaoke stream. So I've been thinking for the next one, since we don't have any special occasions coming up, I don't think there are any like the karaoke's that I've done the last few times have been like for the 1 month anniversary. No, I don't remember why I did the first one, but it was like the first karaoke was an event because it was the first one, and then we had the Christmas karaoke, and then we had the anti-Valentine's karaoke, and I don't think we have any special occasion coming up. So I'm just gonna give myself the time and make sure that I actually practice and learn all the songs, but we're gonna make it a special occasion in the sense that I'm gonna open a channel on Discord. I'm gonna open a channel on Discord where you can throw YouTube links of songs that you would like me to check out. It doesn't mean that I'm gonna do them. I'm gonna try them out, see how I feel about them, see if I feel like I can do them properly, see if I can find the instrumentals easily, or if I can somehow get the instrumentals, you know? And then I'm gonna practice them. And whenever I'm ready, I'm just gonna do a proper karaoke with proper preparation. Who knows? Maybe this way, if I prepare the songs first and then decide when I'm doing it, maybe we can finally have a karaoke session where I'm not improving half of the things that I'm doing. 19.6 is average body temperature, so close enough. Mine is usually 96s. That is too low! How do you do? How do you deal? I feel like I would be chilly literally all the time. I don't think it's too low. Mine is usually 35.5, 36. Seriously? Seriously? 36.5 is the normal. 1 degree lower, I'm already like... It sounds like very little. It sounds like it's not that bad. But 1 degree lower is already like, oof! You know, like... way too cold. I feel like I'm already way too cold if I'm 1 degree lower. I don't know about you guys. I don't know how you deal with that, but I definitely feel like I would be too cold. I'm not doing very well, but it's okay. Everything is going to be good soon. I hope everything is good soon. I hope whatever you're dealing with, like passes by quickly. It's, you know, life is a series of ups and downs, and you can just go through the lows knowing that it's temporary. So, I hope it passes soon. Centigrade was made for water, not people, so it's very imprecise when used for body temperature. I've literally always had like 36.5 Celsius as the like normal temperature, and below that it's like, you must be chilly. Let's get you some tea. Let's get you a hot drink. Let's get you a sweater. Let's get you inside. You're just a little because you're parkour blooded snake, right? No, my body, like, I don't know how you guys check your temperature. I check it with my armpits, and that's on the human part of my body. I once had the laser thermometer shot at me as presentation how they work, and it showed 27 degrees. Well, that was a shit presentation. Like, here, let's prove how well this machine of precise engineering works. And then it does that. Amazing, spectacular fail. Love it. Hello, Amelia Casad. How are you doing? How have you been? I guess so. You have to trust. We all have to trust in that. Advantage of Fahrenheit. Smaller increments. Disadvantage of Fahrenheit. Freezing point of water is 0 for some inexplicable reason. No, it's not 0 actually. Like, listen. Advantages of Fahrenheit, I have no idea. Disadvantages of Fahrenheit, just the metric system. honestly, listen, honestly, the fact that I can just make calculations and move a zero around or a comma around instead of having to transpose it. I don't know math terms. The fact that I can just move a zero or a comma around and I don't need to make a full calculation to get the exact, like the proper values in a different, I don't know, what the frick is a mile versus a yard versus a foot? What? You know? In my case, it's like, oh, what is it? 100 meters? So that means it's, what is it, 1,000 kilometers? I'm not good at math, but it's literally just moving a zero, okay? And that's what matters. Those things are imprecise as fuck. I was so surprised the first time I saw a laser, like temperature checker. It's like, wow, that's so hi-fi. Whoa! But I didn't know that they are technically very imprecise. One time it shows 50 Celsius! You're dead. Congratulations! The thermometer says you're dead! I won't argue. I like the metric system better even though I never learned it. I mean, listen, I'm terrible at maths. Don't take my examples as good examples. But the fact that you can just translate any measure with just moving a comma is beautiful. Beautiful! 0 degrees Fahrenheit is the freezing temperature of seawater, which is what the great majority of the water on the planet's surface is for. Is. Yeah, well, conversion! Thank you! That's what I meant to say! Conversion! Thank you! I don't know why I went with transpose. I think that's a mathematical term. I think that's a term that you use in maths or arithmetics or something. I don't know. Just thinking of those subjects makes me, like, almost cry. Temperature in Fahrenheit is temperature in Celsius multiplied by 5 nines plus 32. No. I already struggle remembering how many zeros I have to add for metric. Are you kidding me? No. Fuck that. A mile is 5,280 yards, is it? I don't care. I can't remember random numbers. Fahrenheit uses a decimal system, the same as centigrade. Does it? Does it really? If your number system is based on 10, your measurements should be based on 10. That's why I think it's easy. I mean, again, I'm very bad at math. Everything involving with math, I'm very bad at it. I'm very bad at it. But I do think it makes it easier. So anyways, about the karaoke. I'm not gonna keep talking about maths, you guys. I mean, fun fact, I'm not exaggerating when I say that maths made me cry at periods of my life. Hello and goodbye. Hello and goodbye. Umin 1324. Umin hey 1324. Umin. Welcome and also goodbye. Whatever you're doing after this, I hope it's good. I hope it goes well. I hope you have a good day. Yeah, I'm trying to open a specific karaoke, a temporary, now that the temporary React channel is gone, I've been thinking it's not a bad idea to have one special event that has a temporary channel in the Discord. Not at all times, but like special thingies that could happen every now and then, only one at a time. So now that the React one is gone, we could have a channel for karaoke propositions. And then whenever I close the channel, you guys know. Whenever I close the channel, you guys know that the karaoke is incoming at some point. I tried to get a coach around the area that I live in, and unfortunately, the person that I got recommended, because I don't just do random singing coaches. I've heard of people having very bad experiences with that, so I don't quite trust it. And I was trying to look for a person that would teach sort of like close to where I live. And unfortunately, right now she only does like group activities and she doesn't do technique classes, which was very disappointing because getting even this one reference has been so freaking hard. But oh well, you know, like, you have to deal with whatever. You have to adapt to whatever life has to offer. Algebra snake? No, never, ever. I'm not exaggerating when I say that math has made me cry in the past. I don't know if I've said it on the channel before, I don't think I have, but I have been known to cry while taking math exams, and more than once, pretty reliably actually. There's this concept of something called math anxiety, and it's when like just the idea of math, maybe because of some bad experience that you have, like bad memories associated with it, probably because of bad memories associated with it, but basically math anxiety is when just the thought of having to do maths blocks you, like it causes you to freeze. And even if it's something easy, even if it's something like, if you put a math problem in front of my head, I could probably do it, but it takes me like 15 minutes of being completely frozen in a state of unwillingness, sort of, until you kind of like can work through the anxiety of it. It's weird, but it's real. And now that I know that it's called math anxiety, that's a very real justification that I can throw around. It's like, oh, I have math anxiety. Base 12 is superior to base 10. 12 can be divided equally into halves, thirds, quarters, sixths, and 12s. 10 can only be divided into half, fifths, and tenths. But, however, listen, hear me out. However, base 10, you just move a comma around. You literally just move a comma around. There's no beating that. John Arks, welcome. Hello. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I hope your time today has been good. Math stuff. Math is tough. Teacher Barbie before being recalled. I'm pretty sure there is a Teacher Barbie, isn't there? Barbie has been everything, including a VTuber. Did you guys know? Did you guys know that there's an official like Barbie channel? I think it's pretty ingenious. Like, you can say many things about Barbie as a brand, but you cannot say that they have stayed stale. They have definitely tried to evolve with the times over and over again, and I can kind of admire that, because it's hard. It's hard to actually evolve with the times and evolve with your audience. It's not everyone can do it. It's a big fear. I loved math until around 10th grade when I got a teacher who insisted it wasn't her job to teach us what she thought we already should know. Had her 2 years in a row kill my love for maths. I'm so sorry about that. My love for maths was probably killed when I had several like exercises that like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people can relate to this. I'm pretty sure pretty much everyone can relate to this. But having exercises where you're like, okay, hey, parental figure, I have these exercises that I need to understand and I don't know how to do them. And then your parental figure is like, oh, then you just need to do this and that. And then you have to go, no, that's not how they taught me in school. I need to learn with this specific way of doing it. And then your parental figure is like, but that's so dumb. Math doesn't change, and if it changes, it doesn't matter, as long as you get to the right result. And then your teacher is like, no, you have to learn this technique of doing it. And then you end up not passing any tests or struggling in them because your teacher is teaching you one thing, but they cannot give you personal attention because they're teaching an entire class. So then your parental figure is also not being able to teach you because they are teaching you an entirely different technique. Anyways, I'm pretty sure everyone can relate, or at least a lot of people can relate. That's when everything started going downhill for me. when I was struggling and I couldn't get any personal help with understanding. And then I did kind of screw myself up with maths because I was so already angry at math as a subject that for this one entire year, there was this story, there was this, you know, when I was in school, that was, you know, a century ago at least, there were these folkloric tales. They were the rage of everyone, right? And there wasn't a press back then, so everything was handwritten, and we couldn't all read it at the same time. So I would get the stories that were being passed around, right? I would get the scroll, and I would read it on my maths class so that I could be done with it quickly and pass it to the next person. There wasn't any press, you guys. We had to all share the same scroll. So I would read it during math class, and that's how I screwed myself up for good. I kind of messed up my own education. I don't approve of what I did. I don't recommend it. Every other subject, I'm fine, right? I was fine. But during math specifically, since I already hated it, I guess I don't know. I was a dumb child. You can imagine what our grades were like. You can imagine what our grades were those years. Yeah, I can imagine. Last meow, welcome, hello. We use base 10 for no reason other than we have 10 fingers. Yeah, which makes it easier. Which makes it easier to deal with. Everything that is easier to deal with, I'll take. I honestly prefer it. Officer Hotpants, Barbie's Lady MacGyver. Would you kill me or hate me if I said that I don't really know what MacGyver is? I kinda know how it's used, almost know how it's used on like mainstream cultural like references, but I'm not sure what it is. Teaching math is hard. Welcome, Borador. Haven't said hello to you yet today. Welcome, hi. I hope you're doing well. Math stresses Liz out so much, British Liz comes out. Have I been going British somehow? Have I somehow been going British? You got the right answer with the wrong correct methodology. It's a fail. I mean, seriously. Isn't it very something that a lot of people have to react to? Relate to? Isn't it a thing that a lot of people relate to? Like, hasn't it happened to way too many people? It shouldn't be like that. But for some reason it is. It's a very common experience. John Arcs, when I had to study calculus and trigonometry was when I went, I don't even care anymore. Same! What the fuck is trigonometry? Like, I remember I technically learned it, but I don't even remember it. I don't remember. Like, what is trigonometry? I don't know, dude. Is it the one with sine and cosine and all that stuff, or is that a different one? I don't know, and I don't care. Do I need it in my normal life? No, I don't. Shh, I probably do, kind of sometimes. But it doesn't matter. I can get help with it. Crumpet, welcome, hi. I don't think I've said hello to you. Hi, hello. That's odd. To me, it was, wait, hold on one second. Let me find the message because it's scrolled. That's odd. To me, it was the opposite. My father taught me a very different method to get to the same result, and I found out there wasn't an actual correct way to do math. That depends on your school. Like, technically, every teacher should be able to say, like, oh yeah, you got to the same conclusion. You know how to solve this kind of issue. But it's such a common experience, and it shouldn't be, but it's such a common experience that teachers will flunk you for not using the technique that they are teaching, which is bullshit. It's bullshit. Me in middle school did the exercise in complete backwards, upside down way thinking it's correct, but Aunt was giving me extra math lessons and was surprised the results were good. I insist, as long as you learn. This stream is starting off way smarter than I expected. Same! I didn't expect to be talking about math, but here we are. You can count base 10 by counting the segments in your fingers using your thumb. Huh? 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10, 11, 12. I guess, huh? Huh, interesting. I had never thought about it that way. We do have 12 segments. This is coming from a person that has been studying anatomy and how to draw and sculpt hands for years now. I legitimately never stopped to think that we do have like 12 segments to our fingers. Ah! I'm so dumb. Don't worry, I'm not saying it as a pejorative term. I don't care about the meat. That made me want to learn more and see what different methods could be used to be more efficient. And I was fascinated by the complexity of math and how I could develop my own way to solve a problem. Yeah, honestly, listen, I hate maths to solve myself, but I admire math from afar. I admire math from afar with a lot of respect, but I totally understand like how fascinating it can be. In fact, one of my parental figures, my father, he is or was, or I'm not sure if you can consider, I know that at some point he wanted to be a mathematician, like a proper mathematician. I don't remember quite if like the career can be counted as like becoming a mathematician, because it's yeah, whatever. I'm not gonna say what the career of my father is, but I'm gonna say that the way he has always spoken about maths, he speaks of maths with a fascination, you know, a love, a passion that I think is very fascinating and something worth admiring. He was always fascinated by numbers and how like there are so many ways of solving issues and how like math really is everywhere, right? And the universe is comprised of math in a way. A chemist would say the same thing about atoms and his own or their own like career, right? But in a way, you can find the universe explained by math. I can admire that. I can respect it. But I do it from afar. You know, I look respectfully from afar and with a lot of armor. Wearing a full plate armor and a shield bigger than my own body because I don't want to be anywhere near maths. But I can appreciate it. If it works, it works. MacGyver is an action hero of older times. He could improvise solutions to problems out of complete trash, like lock picking out of rope, revolver and one bullet by blowing the lock out with a gunpowder charge. Should I watch anything MacGyver? Because that sounds cool as frick. But also, if it's an older time thing, it's probably... My main issue with older franchises or older movies and stuff is that the pacing of it can be quite slow and kind of boring for people who are used to things of like modern times. It's like the amount of attention we can pay has been reducing, and by now I'm just used to modern pacing. But that sounds cool as frick. I've never had the parent math is math moment, to be honest. You haven't? Good. It sucks. It sucks. I'm so glad that you didn't. Trigonometry is triangles and angles. Oh, yeah, I hated that too. I hated everything math related. I'm pretty sure that trigonometry is that little handheld tool they use for everything in Star Trek. I also had a fight with a teacher, both a math teacher and an English teacher, about me being right and talked to the principal and won the argument. Damn, crumpets! You're a badass kid. Huh? Dude who played MacGyver later played O'Neill in Stargate. I haven't seen Stargate. That's what cultures with base 12 do to count. That is, I had never even thought of that. Sonsai! Hey Alice, how are you doing? Been a bit, how you been? I hope you're doing well. How many finger segments on a human hand? Like 19, right? That sounds good. I mean, in one human hand, now that I know that this is 12, and then the thumb has 2, so that's 12 plus 2 is 14. I was about to say 15 because 15 sounded better, but it's 14, people. I know how to count. It is 14. All of them on one finger. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm now imagining a creature that has a finger that's long enough to have 19 segments. And I hate the look of that. That is amazingly creepy. You sound like Rob Liefeld. How many teeth are in a mouth? I'll just draw 100. That's probably fine. Yeah, that sounds very Rob Liefeld. Actually, that sounds very just horror eldritch creature. The 19th and the 19th segments on a finger, and the 100 teeth in a mouth. Both sound very, very creepy to me. Very eldritch horror-ish. I learned that only recently, and it explains so much about O'Neill. Again, I don't know Stargate. Ellie's father is obviously a snake charmer. He's not. You guys don't think I'm the mix of a human and a snake, right? You guys don't think that, right? We're all lamias in my community, you guys. Too busy Mark. Welcome, hi, hello. How are you doing? I hope you've been doing well. Math is something that is censored. I agree. I don't know what you wrote, but I can probably agree. I don't know. I would say something started with B. Maybe. The universe is comprised of math. Ergo, the universe is made of hate and pain. Hate and pain and anger. It's from the 80s. It's just okay. There's been a reboot of my guy, right? Damn, really? When? In the 2000s or something like that? It just sounds like if it's from the 80s, the reboot would have been like... I feel like human society circles through mainstream influences every 20 years or so. Sorry about you calling me to watch Netflix. Bye. Goodbye, Lost Meow. I made it, Mel. How are you doing? Hi. Welcome. Seriously though, if you need to go sleep, freaking go sleep. Hi. For everyone else, it's like, wow, she sounds really weird. But I'm talking with Mel like this because we were already chatting like a little bit before. So I'm not saying hello for the first time in the day. Like we were already chatting. Sounds like the idea for a new curse drawing. It does, doesn't it? If you want to, go ahead. I cannot draw curse things. It's not that I can't. If I wanted to, I could probably try and like get somewhere with enough references. But I just don't want to. I like drawing cute things. I don't want to draw a cursed thing. Hello, Mo. Google Rob Liefeld teeth. I've seen so much bad art of Rob Liefeld, but mostly regarding anatomy. Like the Captain, I think I've shown it on stream. The Captain America, the typical, the classic, iconic Rob Liefeld Captain America. Just Rob Liefeld teeth. Let's see which one it is, because I normally have seen it like mostly the anatomy of both his male figures and his female figures are so terrible, so bad. I'm not finding anything regarding the teeth that is particularly bad. I'm not finding anything particularly bad about teeth with Rob Liefeld, but damn, he does like drawing this one freaking expression and nothing more, huh? It's like literally this one expression over and over and over. How did a man like that get a job in the industry? Honestly, how the frick? Who let that happen? Who let that happen? Oh, maybe this one image. Oh yeah, that's pretty bad. That's pretty bad. Bonjour, remember me? The mysterious wonder appeared to your channel. The name is Phantom C. Phantom, welcome! It's been even a longer time than with Sunside. Welcome, hi! Hi Richard, how is Ellie doing? Still trying to catch up to chat? No, I'm doing pretty well. I'm doing pretty well. We're talking about math today. And, it's not that we chose this topic, it just kind of happened, you know. I slept the whole day, Ellie, so we're good? Okay. Now, I'll trust you. I'll believe you. She's getting there. Hey, I'm doing well with chat. I'm doing well with chat today. Proud. I wish I hadn't done that. The unity. Oh, is that what you meant? Yeah, Rob Liefeld was like, let's draw teeth. And by teeth, I mean one uninterrupted white segment that can be read as teeth. That works in some styles, particularly in anime or in like cutified style, but definitely not when you're over rendering all of the muscle groups, but then cannot be bothered to draw teeth. And all the teeth he draws are the same shape. That's what I noticed. I'm like, why does he keep drawing this one expression like every mouth has the same fucking shape? Oh, freaking shape. I don't trust him. Let's try, Mark. Let's try. If he says he's sleeping, we have to believe. Toothpick. It's the brick. It's the whitening. Maybe, guys, maybe Rob Liefeld has every single character forgetting that they were using whitening strips. So that's why they are so white and also so uninterrupted. Every single character that Rob Liefeld draws just went to bed with a whitening strip and then they forgot that he was there. They just forgot about it. They were like, oh shit, I have to go protect the city from some supervillain. Oh no. And then they just get out of bed. They are of course wearing their super suit already because they are 24/7 on the job. So they immediately just get out of bed, fly out the building, they break the ceiling in the process because they cannot be bothered. They don't have the time to just look for the keys and open the door. And they don't even have the time to remove their whitening strips that they were sleeping with. That's definitely the explanation. That's the only explanation, I think. Never said you're doing poorly, hence you getting there and not struggling to keep up. I am not struggling to keep up today, but I wonder if that's my fault. Let me check right now. Let me check right now if that's my fault. No, it's not. It's not. It's just that I'm doing well on chat. But I guess that's kind of to be expected on a free chat where I can actually read the comments as they are posted. Mostly. I'm having a question about shape-shifting, Elyssia. You can transform into anyone else, anything else, like objects or animals. Just curious. I could, if I decided to, I could transform into different animals. But I'm saving my energy to become a human. Not permanently, don't worry. Once I unlock a transformation, it's exactly like Shantae. Once I unlock a transformation, I can do it as many times as I want without energy gain. Like this. I can do it this as many times as I want. There's no energy cost involved. I can do this 100 times over. It doesn't matter. I can do it no matter what. I can do it no problem. Ah. Alright, but I'm gonna say like this right now. If you peeled back the lips, you would find that inside the mouth there is actually one single tooth. It wraps down at the back from the upper row to the lower. Ah! I hate that. I hate the idea of that. Wow, I hate it. Thank you. Let's burn it with fire. I don't like it. If you can transform into another animal, are you still a lamia or snake? Well, I guess we're switching from maths to philosophy right now, but if I can shapeshift and I shapeshift into something else, what is the essence of the self? Do I still consider myself a lamia because I'm a lamia at heart? Or is it just about what my body currently looks like? If I had legs, but I could turn back into a lamia at any given moment. In fact, because I would have legs, thanks to being a specific kind of lamia that can shapeshift, would it since I am at a core a shape-shifting lamia, and that is the thing that allows me to have legs, would I not still be considered a lamia since it's the only reason I have legs? Or since I can turn back into a lamia, you know? Wouldn't that be enough to consider me a full lamia? Interesting questions. Interesting questions we're having right now. Despite being autism, it can make some learning different to understand, even when you're tutoring yourself. I totally understand that, 1000%. For starters, self-teaching, like being self-educated, self-taught. Being self-taught is hard in general, like, it's not easy at all. If you already have a different, like, set of needs for learning, then even more so. Tooth joints, I hate that. I hate you, I hate that, I hate you. Do not make me think about tooth joints! Ah! If you replace every part of a ship over the years, is it still the same ship? Ah, you're bringing up Theseus. Theseus' ship? No. I'm getting my names confused. Wait, hold on a second. It's been a long time. It's been like a century since I heard that for the last time. Theseus? Ship? Was it Theseus? The ship of Theseus. Yes, I was right. I was right. So yeah, exactly. What is the self? If you replace every part of a ship, can you say that it's still the same ship once every single part of it is new? Actually, I do. I know exactly where I stand in this particular philosophical thought. I do think the essence of the ship matters more than the materials. Even if the materials are new, even if the materials were changed, the fact that you're maintaining the ship is precisely because you want it to still be the same ship. If you change the design of it, you know, if you change the design of it a lot, then that's when it becomes a different ship, in my opinion, because you are changing the essence of that ship. Cool. She's a fake lamia confirmed. She's a regular human that has transformed to a lamia and has identity disorder. No! I've never been human. I've never had legs. I have never had legs ever in my life. How dare you? How dare you, sir? How dare you accuse me of lying like that, of faking my identity? How dare you? You will have consequences. I will make sure that you have consequences over this. More importantly, if every member of a band is replaced, is it still the same band or is it a tribute band? Oh, you know what? You bring a... That one is difficult. That one is difficult. That one is difficult because once you are treating, like, with a ship, with a building, with something like that, it's easy to understand what's the essence of the band. But with art, the essence of... especially with performing art, the essence of the art is the performance. Or part of the essence, at least, is the performance. So you could say part of the essence of the band would be on the lyrics and the melodies that were written by the original members. But then the way that it is performed is also part of it. It's also part of its essence. We are actually having sort of that problem, not problem, but that question with a group of humorists, with a group of comedic people in my country. They are iconic. They are some of the best comics I've ever heard. I was lucky enough to see them live before they started changing their members because they've been around for a long time. And, you know, humans aren't as long-lasting as me, so eventually they had losses due to deaths, due to just retirement, and it's really weird now. It's really weird because they are performing the exact same sets, They are performing the jokes that the original members of the group wrote. However, the performance itself is part of the essence of it. So, I don't know, it's a weird thought experiment. It's weird to think about it. That's a plot twist! It's not! It's a lie! It's defamation! It is a vile lie! Don't believe it! Don't believe crumpets! Sir, you're gonna get sued. You're gonna get my cease and desist in the mail. Time to twist the plot again. Oh gosh, you guys. Hi Luna, how are you doing? Welcome! Smart Snake, thank you. I don't deserve being called smart, but thank you. Consequences will never be the same. We'll make sure that they are rough enough, that they are severe enough, so that nobody will want to slander me again like that. I've never had legs in my life. Sure, that's what they all say. What is a man? A miserable pile of secrets. Good old Castlevania that I've never actually... I never actually played, but I think they say it on the show. Maybe they don't say it on the show, and then I just saw so many memes and edits about the show that I think they said it on the show. The ship of ACDC dilemma. The ship of ACDC. More like the Starship dilemma. Is Starship also a group that had a lot of changes, member changes? My stand is that if you replace stuff, it's not the same. Just like how we're not the same that we were 10 years ago. We look different and have different experiences. It's a sense of self that matters. That's why, like, the cool thing about philosophy is that you can just circle around stuff over and over again, and there is no right answer. It's just everyone has to, like, cultivate their own personal philosophy, right? I personally think with material things, with a ship or a building or stuff, I think the essence of the thing is what matters. The design of the building, the purpose of the building, the design of the ship, and the purpose of the ship. The general aesthetics of the ship. So in those cases, the materials have nothing to do with the self. But when it comes to organic things, things that are alive, or art, subjective things, that's when it becomes a lot more difficult to say, what is the self? Even Mark believes that, yeah, the surrender. Starships started as Jefferson Airplane, then it became Jefferson Starship, then just a Starship. Is it an actual Starship though? Is it an actual ship that we're talking about, or is it a group? I don't think Starship had any of the original members of Jefferson Airplane. It's a band then. It's a band. It sounds like you're talking about a band. You're saying members, so it has to be a band, a group, music thing. What's the point of the stream? Exploit, welcome, hi, hello! We're just talking about whatever comes up. Basically, the point of this stream is, we get to hang out, we get to talk, we get to share our thoughts about whatever. It's a chill kind of stream with no restrictions, basically, on whatever we talk about. Ellyssia having a chat with us. The point of the stream is to chat. Yeah, that's what I was saying. You might want to take it easy on her, crumpets. I can tell about shape-shifting lamia there. Apollinaire, welcome, hello! Welcome to the channel! Both Apollinaire and Exploit, welcome, hello, hi! I don't think I've seen you around before. Welcome. Misha, welcome! I'm here. Hi, Ellie. Sorry I'm late. School sucks, but I even paused Hollow Knight boss fighting to join in and say hi real quick. I'm gonna finish the fighting now. Which boss? Which boss are you fighting? Good luck! But also, which one are you fighting? Tell me. You don't know who Starship or Jefferson or Airplane are? You're killing me here. I don't. My knowledge of music is actually quite limited. Since I normally have a lot of stuff to do that I do while watching streams or YouTube videos, video essays and stuff, I don't really listen to music a lot. And listening to music while you're going places, like while you're on a bus or traveling and stuff, has always made me kind of scared or worried. Because I would have to have my cell phone out and stuff. So I'm not very musically versed, and also it doesn't help that I fell on the K-pop hole at some point. It definitely doesn't help that I fell into the K-pop hole. And also that I like musicals. Like, that already consumes most of my music listening time. Yeah, I'm not very well versed in music. I'm not lying, I swear. I don't think anyone's telling you that you're lying. Is someone from France here? If not, then I'm definitely Frenchy. We have people from France on the Discord at the very least. I don't think we have anyone from France here right now. Let me look at the chat. I don't think I associate any of you guys with France. I know that we have people on the Discord that are from France, but I don't think. Speak French for us, Liz. I don't know how to speak French. I can't. I don't know. Bonjour. I don't know how to say that. I don't know how to speak French either. Oh, K-pop? Is there any group you listen to? Dreamcatcher. 1000% Dreamcatcher. Also, From Is 9. Also, I was enthusiastic about Blackpink in the beginning when I first fell to the K-pop group, but they release music so infrequently that it's hard to keep up the hype. So Dreamcatcher, From Is 9, Luna, Wikimiki, for sure 100,000% Wikimiki, Songha, and Somi and Sunmi. And those are the most important ones for me. Those are the biggest ones. Those are the biggest ones for me. Dream Boss Soul Master. I beat him, then beat another Dream Boss, White Knight, and I have enough Dream Essence to beat the game in this Stranding! Yeah! Let's go! Let's freaking go! You can, yeah! Nep isn't here. Oh, that's why I was scrolling and I couldn't, like, associate anyone with French. I definitely know that we have some French people, but definitely, not that I see. I'm not seeing their icons on the chat right now. Just give us your best hon. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Apollinaire. I'm sorry if I at any point say anything offensive. Wait. Let me just say I don't know how to speak French in French. How do you say I don't know how to speak French in French? How to say I don't speak French in steps in French. Je ne parle pas français. That's how I would say it. Je ne parle pas français. That's the best attempt I can do. Je ne comprends pas. Maybe. Parlez-vous anglais? That's that's the one I feel most confident on. Parlez-vous anglais? If it's not that, I'm freaking dying here. That was my best attempt. Apollinaire and oh, Nep! Hi, hello. Oh, I feel ashamed now. Oh no. Frick. God damn it, no! like go burn myself, bury myself in dirt. Okay. Oh god, okay. Let's regain our composture. Oh no. I only know J-Pope, AKB48. Does that count? I know some members of AKB48 only because they were in a K-pop survival group, survival show. That's it. That's all I know. I'm the same. My music genres are like random. Yeah, I have very not random, but like very unpinnable music tastes. I couldn't tell you that I like a specific genre because like I'd rather speak about vibes. I'd rather speak about specific like groups. Frere Jacques, I have no idea what that is. Who that is? Vive la France! Speak Mario to us? That is, first of all, that forces me to admit I haven't even opened Duolingo since I did the stream. My emails, though, didn't get the memo that I didn't want to be notified every single day. But, next time I do Duolingo, I don't know if I'm gonna do another stream. I have to see how I felt about it and look at the analytics and ask you guys around how you felt about it. But I can definitely look for some grammar rules for the next time. Elle parle la baguette. I have no idea what that means. I hope I said it kind of okay. A fellow insomnia, hell yeah I am! My favorite ever group, like my absolute favorite, top one, Dreamcatcher. 100% no questions asked. My wives, my top 3 wives in this entire world. Sua, Shion, Dami, literally my wives. I lose it. I lose my goddamn mind. I don't like their last video. I don't like their last song. I'm very glad they finally got their first win, but I'm saddened that it was with a track that I really didn't like, because it worries me that they might shift their style to that. I really hope not. And my favorite is Deja Vu. Everyone who wants to know what my taste in music is, look for Deja Vu, Dreamcatcher, the one song, and that is a very, very good sample to understand most of my music tastes, actually. Second phase, I remember the real boss. As long as I'm calm, I should win. Going back to fighting, hopefully I win. Good luck! By now you probably died or won. Oh damn, I'm very far away from the bottom of the chat. Okay, let's go. Okay, culture taste there, thank you. Board Clips, yo, welcome, hi, hello, Board Clips, I hope your day's going well. I lost, crap, trial and error though, I'll re-challenge him, I'll come back when I'm victorious. Good luck, Mishu, you can do this. Clipped and shipped, oh no! My bad French, really? Is that what you want to clip? Seriously, this is what you're gonna clip, god damn it! I'm not gonna be admitted into France if I ever try to travel. I listen to whatever with good rhythm and melody. Most prominently folk, electronic, and dark ambient though. Folk can have some banger tracks. Depends on what, like groups and stuff, but like folk, the folk kind of vibe can be so good. I don't know about that, Tiberian. Are there musical ones? It's genres. What type? No, wait. What Reach said is genres. Savez-vous où sont les toilettes? So that would be, do you know where the bathroom is, right? Savez-vous où sont les toilettes? And then j'ai un crayon. I have no idea. C'est un nom de. No idea. Elle ne parle pas la France. No clue. I'm sorry. Nice pronunciation, Nep. You're just being kind to me because that was a shame. I only know Liscong the Pooh. That's a character, isn't it? An attempt has been made. I hope it wasn't too terrible of an attempt. What does that mean, Fiend? No, come back. Louis, welcome. Hi, hello. Stop being so dramatic. I can't. I feel humiliated. I feel so ashamed of myself for not being able to pronounce properly. The stream is now a part of the French Republic. Polar France. Composture? What? You don't think I have composture? French friend taught me that years ago. That's how you ask directions in the train, right? Officer Hot Pants? Absolutely no. You just asked where's the toilet and then said something about something that I have no idea what it is, but it sounds like crayon. How about a K-pop artist, Psy? I don't... Let me Google to make sure that I know exactly, like... Psy is... Oh yeah, Psy is the person who did Gangnam Style. I know Gangnam Style, I know Gentleman from him, and then I don't know anything else. I follow the girl group part of K-pop. I'm not super into the boy groups. I do like the boys, as far as boy groups go, because they had an amazing run on a survival show. That was, wow, the things they came up with. The staging that they came up with as a group. Oh, amazing. You asked where the toilets are and you have a pencil. Oh, that's what it means. Crayon means pencil then. Omelette de fromage, cheese omelette. I actually think that is wrong. I've been told, maybe even by Neb here, that omelette de fromage doesn't actually mean cheese omelette. Do they know about being married to you? Oh, they have no idea. Listen, they may not know that they are my wives, but they are my wives, okay? Dami, Shion, and God damn it, Dami, Shion, and Sua. They may not know that they are my wives, but they are my wives. And also, they can have as many wives and husbands as they want. I will never get mad at them, because all I want is to see them be their kick-ass, beautiful selves and singing those beautiful, beautiful singing notes that they have. That's all I need to be happy. I'm happy for them and I'm happy they're my wives. At least Deja Vu era has been redeemed. What do you mean? Deja Vu is my favorite. Luna, are we gonna have to fight? Are we gonna have to fight? Are we gonna have to have a fight to the death? Deja Vu is my freaking absolute favorite. I mean, Shion calls her fans her wives. Yeah, absolutely. Like when she did that game where they have to make a poem, and she was like, "Shall we go on a date, my wifey?" And I died. Luna has put me on a training arc on Dreamcatcher. Make that times 2. Luna, we have to get on a call one day with Mao and like basically like at a distance tie him down on a chair and show every single music video of Dreamcatcher until he knows every single one of the songs and the names. And he be real with me. You're too goofy to not be made fun of. We either bully you or give you headbutts and you always reject our headbutts. No, you're right. But I hope you realize that I always react in a jokingly manner. If I was ever actually mad, you would tell. You would actually be able to tell. I've been deceived. You were very, very much deceived. I mean, Dreamcatcher started off with music fit for anime, so I couldn't help it. It's so fit for anime. How about One Direction? One Direction, I know of them. I know some of the songs, I guess, by cultural osmosis. They're the ones who did like "You Don't Know You're Beautiful" or something like that, right? I don't know. The word is composure. Rhymes with closure. Oh, okay, composure then. That's what I meant. Smash Mouth, I know Hey Now, You're an All-Star, and that's it. Like, I know the Shrek song, and that is all I know about Smash Mouth. Period. Katy Perry, I know more of Katy Perry, but I also don't know a lot. I do have one song by Katy Perry that I like quite a bit. Let me see if I find it quickly. Katy Perry. I like... Alright. What? Rory's not bad. Kinda like that one. And I don't think I know her too much, honestly. Damn! She releases a frick ton of music. Wow, that's a lot. That is a lot. I have no idea when I stopped knowing anything about this. Wow. Wow. She definitely has a song that I really like. I don't remember the song, but I remember the music video had something like her running through a forest or something, with like beautiful gowns. Not a forest, a maze. A maze made of like bushes and plants and stuff. That's all I can remember right now. I don't know the name of it, but I think, yeah, I can't remember it right now. So, whoops, very bad, very sad. My favorite Psy song is I Love It. I don't know that one. Even Shakira? Oh, I definitely know Shakira. I mean, I am from Latin America, so I have to know Shakira. Hey, how are you, Retro to Modern? Welcome. Hi, hello. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. I was cold before. I started the stream quite cold, but now that I have humiliated myself trying to speak French and pronounce it properly, I am actually very hot because I'm running on that shame adrenaline. Yes, Ellie, we shall show him all of the discography of Dreamcatcher. Oh, okay. I was about to say, like, that depends on if we have to have a fight or not before. But now I see your comment that says, like, also I meant that at least they finally won in the show, that place where Deja Vu got snubbed. I was so freaking mad that time, because Deja Vu is the freaking best, the absolute best song. I freaking love that. And I was so mad when that happened. As a French person, I was born in Monaco, but whatever. I don't like French pop and hip-hop in my opinion. I only listen to songs in English now. I've never heard anything French pop or French hip-hop, so I wouldn't know. I wouldn't have any references. But we all have tastes. I personally don't like my country's music either. Although one of the singers who is very popular in my country just posted, like, she went to some award or whatever. I saw the pictures on Twitter, and she wore a dress that I'm very tempted to draw myself in, because wow, you know, wow-wee, that dress, hot damn, hook-a-damn. Just being tied on a chair with tape to keep my eyes open from the music videos. It will happen, Mao. The bad part is that since none of us live close to you, you have to do it yourself. You kind of have to tie yourself to the chair, and you have to tape your own eyelids to your forehead. And then you have to give us the all clear so that we can start playing videos at a distance. And then we just have to trust you that you've done it. But we can make it work. We can make it work. If you're talking about the server on Discord, then I have joined it. I'm doing alright. If you're talking about the server on Discord, my server on Discord, that's where I'm going to keep an eye out on that server, because sometimes I do things on the server that I'm gonna be taking song suggestions on my Discord server. I also want to do somewhere another event in there, maybe another game afternoon rather, in May because I'm gonna have an opportunity to have an entire weekend without like stuff to do, I think. I had no idea you were so willing to fight. I'm willing to fight for the honor of Dreamcatcher and for the honor of my favorite song. I'm willing. The only French musicians I know are Daft Punk. Daft Punk are French? Damn! Do you like Evita? I've never watched Evita. For the following reason. One, Evita is a very significant political figure in this country, and opinions can range from people absolutely hating the mention of her name to absolutely worshipping the mention of her name. So it's very polarizing. But also, all I've heard from like the movie, about the movie, was like Madonna had literally no indication that she knew what the frick she was doing, what the frick she was talking about. I feel like I'm not super interested in like the movie of Evita because it feels like it would have been told in a very Hollywood, from a place of not really understanding it. You know, I'm not one to disregard many things, but Hollywood has taught me already that they cannot be trusted to do research on, or at least they couldn't before. Now it's getting better. Now I feel like it's getting better. But Hollywood has shown me that they cannot be trusted to actually research other cultures when they're doing movies about them. Like, I'm still laughing my ass off every time I think about, there's this scene on Ant-Man 2. I'm not gonna say much about it because it would be a spoiler, and maybe some people haven't seen it and they want to see it, but in Ant-Man 2, the backstory of the enemy has to do with my country. Well, it's not that it has to do, but like the backstory of the enemy happens in my country or whatever. And they tried to do something. They tried to say something in a way that you can tell that not a single person of my country was consulted. Not even like a quick Reddit question. It would be so easy to just literally look for anyone on a Discord server or on Reddit or on Twitter, just like a random account, not even someone that would be recognizable. Like, hey, I need to say X thing in X situation. How would I say it? And getting an appropriate dialogue. And it's supposed to be, in the movie, it's supposed to be this super emotional, like it's a backstory, right? It's supposed to have an emotional weight and whatever. And every time I see it, I just laugh my ass off. It's so bad. It's so ridiculous. So yeah, I don't want to watch the movie Evita because I don't trust Hollywood to portray anything that doesn't come from their own culture. At least before a certain time period. You don't deserve a chair. I'm going to put you on a stool. Oh, wow, that's a threat. Damn, I think Mao deserves a chair. Crump, where did you get that information? Crumpets, I grew up with Daft Punk. Wait, Crumpets, I guess from Wikipedia. I guess it would be Wikipedia if I cared about Daft Punk enough. I was answering to Stats and Experience Monster, but do you have a Discord server? I do! Do you want the Discord server? Wait, let me get you the link. Actually, it's in the description, but let me just post it on the chat right now, and then we'll pin it. There we go. Pin message. That's the Discord. That's the Discord link. That sounds nice, Apollinaire. I only found out of them a couple years ago and now I'm sad. Oh, because they're not together anymore. Sadly, Daft Punk stopped 1 year ago. Yeah. I understand. I was never a super mega fan of their music. I also didn't dislike it. But again, since I'm very musically, I wouldn't say musically challenged, but I'm not the most knowledgeable in music, and I don't spend a lot of time listening to music. So I never had that big of a bond to Daft Punk. Felt tragic. They're the best artists. Wonder what happened to them. Maybe they just got tired. Reaper, welcome. Hello, hi. How are you doing? How are you doing? That was a surprising moment. Hi, Reaper. Everyone say hi to Reaper. You can't trust Hollywood. No, you can't. I mean, maybe nowadays. But at least before, I didn't trust them at all. I did not trust them at all. Hello, welcome, Astroman. How are you doing? Welcome, hi. I hope your day has been doing well. I learned about Daft Punk from a documentary I saw on YouTube about 4 years ago. I feel like I've always known of Daft Punk since I started like joining human society and music and stuff. I feel like it feels like Daft Punk has been going for forever. I don't know if that's true, but it feels like it's always been a thing. Like I cannot imagine a time before Daft Punk, if that makes sense. I'm a huge Daft Punk fan. I appreciate their music. Again, I'm not the biggest fan. Like it doesn't, like it's not the thing that I would. It's not my go-to. It's not my go-to. Also, the Tron movie. The Tron movie has a good soundtrack. One of them exploded, so they can't be a group anymore. Exploded as in fame? Like one of them got way too big and famous? That would be shitty. That would be a bad thing. I still have PTSD after watching The Great Wall. Oh, I haven't seen that one. Is it bad? Is it terrible? Is it horrible? The Great Wall. Let me Google it. The Great Wall, 2016. 2016 with Matt Damon? Yeah, that looks trash. That looks pretty trash. In ancient China, a group of European mercenaries encounters a secret army that maintains and defends the Great Wall of China against a horde of monstrous creatures? The frick? Okay, maybe it doesn't sound trash. It sounds like one of those movies that you're not supposed to take seriously. It sounds to me like you're not supposed to take it seriously. I'm sorry. The moment you say group of European mercenaries defending the Great Wall of China against monster hordes, like I'm sure hope that you didn't expect me to take it seriously, right? Like that wasn't the point. Like you didn't expect me to actually take it seriously. Can you recommend some Snake music? No, I can't. I'm sorry. Our music is not really fit for human ears. I learned about Daft Punk when they were the only good part of some rap. Some rap with Daft Punk? Wow, that doesn't sound familiar. I've joined your server now. Welcome! Welcome, hi, hello. I hope you enjoy it. We have several roles to get pings for Twitter and for YouTube and for the auto occasion where we play stuff. By the way, you guys are free to, I never said this out loud, but I'm gonna now. You guys are free to use the tags, the ping for game nights yourself. If you guys want to, I think I set it up so that you're free to use it. In case anyone wants to make a game night, let me check. Let me check right now. Game night. This is, yeah, anyone can mention that role. So if anyone wants a game night, just feel free to. Oh no. Oh, remember how I said, Reated? Remember, I saw your post. Remember how I said that my time slot is very contested, but what matters about that, like what sucks about that, is that it's contested by people I want to be watching. It's so annoying. I want to be here streaming, but I also want to be watching all of these other people streaming. Why can my time slot not be contested by people that I don't mind not watching live? the Daft Punk is pretty old in their respective genres. They're also kind of pioneers. I know, right? It's a 90s band. It's been here for a while. I'm a huge punk, rock, emo songs, but also can go pop, J-pop, and then go to calming songs. I mean, literally, I think when people are like, hey, what's your favorite, like, music style? I'm like, I don't know. Do you have one favorite music style? Because, like, you'll catch me listening to instrumental songs, you'll catch me listening to musical theater songs, you'll catch me listening to, like, more emo, punkish songs, you'll catch me listening to K-pop, like, you'll catch me listening to the most pop-up, bubblegum, hyper-feminine, hyper-energetic pop. You'll catch me listening to just completely random genres that you wouldn't be able to match under one label. I know what I don't like. That's easy. Exploded like a bomb. Oh no, wait, did someone die? Like, did someone die? I was a huge fan of Daft Punk when I was a teenager, like a hardcore fan. And then you like fell out of love with it? I love that DJ Daft Punk, that's my favorite musician. I miss these guys too, they seem retired from their career. I felt sorry hearing about that, Neptune. I have a dream to become a DJ with drum set. Ooh! A DJ with a drum set. What does that look like? I'm not knowledgeable in music and on DJ like culture, so I have no idea what that is. I'm also listening to instrumentals, usually rock or classical. I love instrumentals from like movie instrumentals, movie soundtracks, and game soundtracks can be so good. It's basically why guys said trade Asian people from monsters. I mean, it legitimately sounds like you're supposed to turn your brain off and not think about it at all. Like, I would not spend my time watching that movie. It does not sound worthy of my time at all. It sounds like it would be a better video game than a movie. It sounds like it shouldn't have been made, first and foremost, but if it's made, it sounds like you're supposed to just turn your brain off and not think about anything. Pretty accurate synopsis of the movie. Isn't Great Wall a Chinese movie? I don't know. I have no idea. I mean, it has Matt Damon. It looks Hollywood because of Matt Damon. To be honest, that one guy in Daft Punk that blew up, it wasn't his first time. He blew up before. He'll be fine. Don't worry. What is going on with Daft Punk? What the hell? Are you talking about, like, actual blowing up? Are you talking about, like, exploding? Or are you talking about, like, becoming more popular? Viral success. What the hell is going on with I'm so confused. Actually, the end video where one of them explodes actually is footage from an older, very weird Daft Punk movie. Oh, it's just a video. I don't. Someone please clarify. I'm getting so confused. The good thing is that bots exist. I know, but I like talking to Yobi on the stream, and I really would. There are people. As I said before, I don't remember when, but like there are streams where I think watching the VOD is the exact same experience as just being there live. But there are people that I actually like hanging out and talking with them on their streams. Yomi is definitely one of them. I like hanging out and talking to her, and I can't do that if I'm streaming myself. Whoa, almost 1.5 hours already passed. When we were talking about math and philosophy. I don't really have a style. Sometimes I listen to your royalty-free music, sometimes to Kali, sometimes to Genshin, sometimes... I know, right? Like, how can I tell you what I do like? I can tell you what I don't like, what I definitely don't want to listen to. But when it comes to what I like, it's a range of things. It's such a wide range of things. Y'all heard of a genre called funk? It's one of my favorite genres. I haven't, but I'm going to Google it right now and leave it open to read right after the stream. Yeah, you don't like Redacted. That insult to music shouldn't exist, but it's too popular to go away. Oh, you mean reggaeton? Do you mean reggaeton or do you mean cumbia, because both are very, very bad in my ears, in my opinions. Now, I'm not gonna shit on it. I'm not gonna say, listen, everyone has their tastes. Just because it's not my taste, it doesn't mean that it isn't. However, I've talked about this with my sister extensively, because she does like it. And like, she agrees that yeah, it is a bit monotonous, and yeah, it's a bit pretty much the same thing over and over. Every song is practically the same song. But she says, like, you can't judge it as music. You have to judge it as dancing music, and that's it. Like, it's not a music that you just sit down and hear. It's music that you can dance to. And that's the way she sees it. So, you know what? I can't complain about tastes. I'm not one to complain about taste, just because I don't like it. I've been going on that path to become a composer. Oh, nice! I looked it up, and Great Wall was made in China and has a Chinese director. It sounds whack, honestly. Like, just a tip, Ellie, turn your brain off. This is getting out of control. I know. There's a video. They made the White Guy Save the Day. Lol. Maybe the director is a very big fan of Matt Damon. Maybe. Like, maybe the director has been watching Matt Damon since he started his career, and since the very first time he saw Matt Damon's face, he was like, wow, such an inspiring actor. This is the best actor that we could ever get on a movie. There's a video Daft Punk made where one of them blew up, like exploded to bits, and that was the announcement that they would split up. What the hell? Honestly, respect. That's a way to announce that you're going. That's a way to announce that you're going to quit your career. How about this? How about this? VTubers nowadays, everyone like posts a graduation picture with flowers. I propose that the next time a VTuber graduates, that they just explode themselves on stream. I propose the next graduation announcement is just like the VTuber exploding into bits. Badly, like a very poor, bad animation of the VTuber exploding into confetti, and then the confetti becomes a flower, and it's like graduation. Yes, they really like Hollywood movies and actors in China. I mean, they like Hollywood everywhere. It's just there are things and things that I can trust them with. I can trust Hollywood to have good production. I cannot trust Hollywood to make a movie set in my country and actually depict the nuances or very easily Googleable facts correctly. I finally made it, finally! Congrats, Mishu! Welcome! No, welcome. Congrats! Congratulations! I saw that it was a sad story. I felt sorry everyone to hear that. That they separated? That Daft Punk separated? We gotta go, Elise. We're bowling today. See ya. Good luck bowling. I hope you get many strikes. I hope you get a good score in that. Oh, unless you're not competitive. Like, I'm not competitive. In that case, just have fun. Who cares about the scores? Who cares about the strikes? Just have fun. It's getting super late on my part, so I'm gonna get some sleep. Ellie, good night. Good night, Mao. Please sleep. Please get a lot of rest. Thank you for coming, but also just go get rest, alright? Just go sleep. With Folly Gibbs and all, I'm going to hold you to that. To the exploding idea. I'm going to go because of bowling. See you in the next video. Ellie. Goodbye, Phantom. I remember one movie that was supposed to take place in Spain, but they built a set in Mexico and filled it with Mexican extras. Listen, there's one, what was it? X-Men. There's one X-Men movie that starts, and it says like it's an X-Men movie that starts with the characters, the character of Magneto going to the south of Argentina to find, like, expat Nazis that were hiding here. Because that is a reality. In the Second War, a lot of Nazis escaped to the south of my country, to like the part that is very close to the Arctic, and therefore it's cold and snowy and mountainy and stuff. But when they shot that in the movie, when it says like what you're looking at, the name of it, instead of it being the name of any town, any city on the south of my country, they used the name for one of the best known beaches, like beach destinations, seaside beach summer destinations in my country, like one of the best known coasts of my country. And it's so freaking ridiculous. It's ridiculous because it's so easy to Google. Like, it doesn't take long to just Google stuff. Like, open Wikipedia, my bro. Just type it with your little typey fingers, with your little Hollywood fingers. Type, look for a Wikipedia article and like read one Wikipedia article. That's all I'm asking for. Just ask one person. Write on one forum, on one Twitter thread. Got to run to the 8 a.m. really quick. I'll be back. Okay, don't worry, board clips. We're here for another half an hour or so. About half an hour or so. But yeah, it kind of like takes me out because of how easy it would be to fix it. If it's something that is like, oh well, you need a lot of nuance to know that, like, I get it. I get how you would get that right. In How I Met Your Mother at one point, they introduce a secondary character that is supposed to be from my country, and they give him a name that I have never heard before in my life. That is, if it is a name that is used in this country, is very rare and very much an exception and not a rule. But in that case, I'm like, whatever, it's nuance. Maybe it's, it's possible, because like it would take a lot more knowledge and a lot more nuanced knowledge to understand that name is not really a name that you would use in my country, but whatever, But something that you could just Google, something that is literally 5 minutes away in Wikipedia, or like in just asking someone that you find on Reddit, that's where it gets ridiculous for me. Berlin, Argentina. I mean, I don't think we have a Berlin. Let me check. I don't think we have a city called Berlin at all. I wouldn't be surprised because I don't know the song. I don't know the names of every single city. We have a company called Berlin. We have a radio called Berlin. A cafe. Yeah, I'm not finding anything about a city. I'm finding things about like it being used as a name for like. What is this, by the way? Design, development, construction, and commerce of real estate. Huh. All right. Well, there you go. I don't think we have a city called Berlin, but we do have a real estate company that's called Berlin. I suppose that would have been a bit too on the nose for escapees. It would have been. It probably. I mean, they probably weren't establishing any new cities. They were probably trying to mix in with the local populace. Probably. I don't know. I wasn't, will not ever be someone that regularly goes to the south of my country because it's cold in there. Sorry I'm late, Elyssia. Welcome, Joshua. How are you doing? I hope your day has been going well. Don't worry about it being late. You're here now, and that is what matters. I saw at my job that they make smart air filters now. They're AC filters you can connect with your phone? I don't want that. I don't need that. Who wants that? Why? Why? Stop making smart appliances. I don't need my appliances to be smarter than me. Buenas, Nick. Buenas, Leo. Estaba hablando recién, no sé si viste Ant-Man 2. No sé si viste Ant-Man 2. Pero estaba hablando recién de cómo Hollywood a veces no puede hacer ni googlear por 5 minutos y leer un artículo de Wikipedia o preguntarle a alguien en Twitter o preguntarle a alguien en Reddit o algo para no hacer cosas en películas que no tienen nada que ver con nada. Estaba hablando de cómo en X-Men en un momento tratan de como ir a buscar nazis al sur argentino y la escena de las montañas con nieve y qué sé yo dice Villa Gesell. It's so freaking ridiculous. Also the US has like 20 Berlins. It does? Damn. Ironic fate. I also found out there's an ointment for nursing mothers called Nip Balm. I'm not sure what to do with this information. I mean, it makes sense because when mothers are, you know, breastfeeding, it can get, I know that it can get complicated. I know that for my mother it got complicated for many reasons, I guess. You know, it's good that there are ointments for it, I guess. There's a city called Paris in Texas, and I find it illegal. There's too many cities in the US. They needed names. They needed a lot of names. Smart thermometer when? Yeah, thermometer that doesn't say that you have 50 degrees Celsius when. Nope. Oh my god. Wait, Leo, did you not know about it? Did you not know about it? Listen, Leo, there's this one moment in Ant-Man 2 where they're explaining the big bad backstory of the villain, and it's this tragic backstory and whatever, and there's an accident and there's someone that is very hurt and whatnot, and when rescue arrives, they look at this very hurt person that has just survived a tragic accident. They look at this person and they go, hey, ya fue. And I don't know if you guys in your province, no sé si en tu provincia usan ya fue como lo usamos nosotros en Buenos Aires, pero me estalla. Me rompe los costados de las costillas. No puedo tomármelo en serio. It's just so fucking ridiculous. My apartment complex installed smart thermostats. I can control my AC with my phone. I meant that I wanted to use the pun in a joke, but I can't figure out how. Oh, well, I'm very bad at puns, so unfortunately I cannot help you there. My only peak with puns will always have been to just read that one pun that was sent to me on the React stream, and reading it in a way that gave Crumpus the idea to make it a clip. That's it. Ya fue, se usa para ya me pasó el colectivo, ya fue, me voy caminando. That's what I mean. That's what I mean. Tipo, es un momento tan trágico y acaban de sobrevivir a algo y la respuesta es ya fue, ya fue. Sí, pasó, bueno, ya fue. Es una tragedia. Ya fue. Like, just Google, motherfucker. Just go on Reddit. Go on Reddit Argentina and just make an anonymous post. How do I say X thing? Don't Google Translate. It's not gonna end well. It's not going to end well. Because now I see that scene and I laugh. I'm not feeling for the tragic story of the characters. I'm looking at that and I'm like, yeah, no. Texas is a land of contradictions. Is it? All I know about Texas is like it's big, right? It's like the biggest state or something. I don't like the people there because they speak too fast. They talk too fast. They sound like Eminem if he was French. I don't understand several accents. There are several accents that I struggle with, but from the US, I think the accent I struggle the most with is Texan. I think that is the one accent that just completely gets me super confused in the United States. I wouldn't know, actually. I haven't heard to every single accent in the States, but I think the southern, like, Texas accent is very, very difficult for me, and I don't think there's an accent that confuses me as much. Ellie smelly feet? How? I don't have feet. How could I? I don't have feet. That's ironic. Texans are known for talking slowly. Are they really? I'm talking about Paris specifically. Like the rest of Texans speak slowly, but then in Paris they had coffee enemies. Sería tipo, pibe, se va a morir toda tu familia, ya fueron para tu rincón del sol. En serio. Come on. It's so ridiculous. It's so dumb. And it would have been fixed with literally just 5 minutes of internet access. The only contradiction I know is in my country there is a place called Ciudad Valle Hermoso, roughly translated as Beautiful Valley City. Why is that a contradiction? Is it like a very bad place? Like, is it like a very not nice looking place? Humor Argento. I mean, it wasn't supposed to be humorous. It wasn't supposed to be funny. It was supposed to be tragic. Riley C, welcome. Hi, hello, welcome. Hi, my beautiful snake friend. Hello, my snake shifter friend. The contradiction is that it's neither a valley nor a city, and it's not beautiful. It's an ugly town in the countryside, nowhere near a valley. Huh, okay, yeah, I get that. I mean, there's also things like maybe it was beautiful when it started. Like, in my province, right? My entire province is called Buenos Aires, which means, like, good winds. Winds that are good and pure and nice. Obviously, because it's like one of the most populated provinces, and also it has the capital city of the entire country, you can guess that the air quality is not actually that good because there's a lot of cars, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of like, well, yeah, it's not the cleanest air that you can find. Probably when the city was named, it was very nice, the air quality, it was probably very pure and very nice, but now it's definitely not. Hello Ellie, it's Mermaid! Welcome Yasuka, how are you doing? Yes, it is! If I wasn't so focused on other projects and other stuff, I thought about joining Mermaid. I have been thinking about joining Mermaid for years, but there's so much to do. I don't think I have time, especially if I want to make myself sometime later in July for our fight, which I really do. Which, that reminds me, May is having her debut with her new model tomorrow. Damn, really? Nice, I'll try to swing by. Maybe Eddie, Mistress, welcome. Hi, how are you doing? Hello, ¿cómo estás? I hope you like the thing. I know that you already answered on Twitter, but since you're here, let me just say it. Do you want the transparent PNG of Jung? Do you want a transparent PNG? I don't know if you would want it, but I do have it. I always do the background separately from the PNG to have just in case. So if you want it, Mermaid Ellie, that would be nice. Throwing myself as Mermaid Ellie just for Mermaid, that would be nice. But I can't shift into a mermaid yet. Buenos Aires, horribles vientos. Yeah, technically by now it kind of is, Reaper. by now it's kind of horrible. Like the wind, the air quality is kind of horrible by now. I'm supposed to work overtime tomorrow, but I'm going to skip to watch her debut. I'll trust your judgment. I'll trust your judgment. I'm not a person to. I'm not one to control your life. But be careful with that. Be careful with your job and stuff. No buenos, aires. Aires que no son buenos. I loved it. Can I have it? Absolutely. I'll send it to you later. I'll send it to you in Discord. If Mermaid Ellie does happen, welcome to the Ocean Sister. I don't know if I have time because I am doing stuff, but it's a good idea. I hadn't even thought of that. It's a very good idea. Recuerdo en mis días de estudiantes que un compañero usó Google Translate en clase de inglés y tradujo a Ariana Grande como "Viva Ariane". I remember in my days of being a student that a classmate used Google Translate in English class and translated Ariana Grande as Big Ariana. I mean, technically kind of. It is. Grande does mean big, but it's a name, so you shouldn't. Lamia of the sea. A sea serpent, indeed, a sea serpent. There's a video that I saw, like this month, I think. This Australian dude in a surfboard being approached by this big ass sea snake, like this big ass marine serpent, and the dude is like, don't bite me, mate. Don't you bite. And then the snake just goes away and it's like, oh, very threatening. Have a good day, mate. And it's like, first of all, damn, you are a brave freaking human. That snake was big for you and it could have messed you up. Second of all, swimming snake. Ah! More like lamias are the mermaids of the land. I'm not gonna say you're wrong. There are swimming snakes as well, so. Alternatively, lamia are dirt mates. Hey! I don't like the sound of that. ¿Estamos hablando español ahora? That's because my native tongue is Spanish, and some of the people in my chat speak Spanish as well, like our native Spanish speakers. Leo, the person I was talking to in Spanish, is from my country even. So, but I did translate his comment to English. I did translate the comment just so everyone else could, know what is going on. Dirt made Sumao. How dare you? How dare you? I mean, you have to be polite and ask them not to harm you instead of freaking out. You can harm their feelings. Imagine being worried about the feelings of a creature that can absolutely try and kill you. Responde en español pero habla mayoritariamente en inglés. Yeah, that comment says she answers in Spanish but she speaks mostly in English. I keep my streams mostly in English, but like if there is a Spanish comment, I will answer it in Spanish and I will like read it in Spanish. I don't get a lot of them, but I would translate them into English as well, just so we can all be in on the comments and stuff. And in Argentina, exactly. That's what I said. Unless I haven't said that I'm from Argentina in this stream, but I think I have. I'm back. Welcome, La Teacher Ellie. Actually, I have thought of like doing a thing where I teach you like one Spanish word a day or something. But then it felt maybe a little bit pedantic. I don't know. The fun thing about Spanish is that as an English speaker, I can almost understand about half of it. Really? Nice! That is very nice. I hear a get up noise. Get up as in getting up off the chair, or get up as in, damn, there's a lot of noises around because my neighbors are moving chairs right now. Eso no es divertido. Aparte de diversión es que no saben lo que decimos. Pero eso es... no sé, malo. Eso es bully. I watched a fragment of old Top Gear in Patagonia. Was surprised to see Argentina isn't as scorched as Spain of Mexico and it looks closer to Europe. Patagonia in particular is very close to the Antarctic. So it's like it's cold in there. It's very like my country is long, okay? It's very long. So you get very cold climate in the provinces that are to the south, and then the provinces that are to the north are pretty close to, let me see, before I say anything stupid, let me see just how close we are to Ecuador. To the equator line. Let me see just how, no, I don't want to see football matches. I don't care about my country versus Ecuador. Fine. Línea del Ecuador. Jesus. Yeah, my country's pretty close to the equator. Not that close. Not that close. Now that I look at it, it's not that close. But obviously the norther that you get, the hottest the climate, because it does get closer to the equator. But then the southernmost provinces are very freaking cold. Because my country is long, you get pretty much every single climate in my country somewhere, you know? Timmy! Ice cream, welcome! Are you eating ice cream? Is that the comment? Today's word is revolución. Revolución! The revolution! Heat your ceiling with a broom and shout silencio at them! Tiberian, actually, you have no idea how tempted I've been to do that. I'm gonna get close to the mic and speak a bit less loud right now, because I don't want to risk them hearing me. But these people, these neighbors, I swear to God, they have woken me up at 4 a.m. fighting with each other. It's a family, and there's one member of the family that either is a teenager or still behaves like a teenager, and she constantly gets yelled at and screams back, and they fight at 4 a.m. waking us up. And the funny part is, the people yelling at her, I know her name because the people yelling at her tell her, hey, X person. Like, they yell at her, but they yell, can you stop? Let's call her Spaghetti. Can you stop, Spaghetti? You're probably waking up all the neighbors. Like, people are going to think we're demented. And I was like, yes, actually, I do think you're demented. Can you do this yelling at literally any other time and not at 4 a.m.? Anyways, so you don't like soccer? No, I don't. I don't care for it. I just don't care for it. In the north of Argentina, Christmas is super hot. We're in the middle of summer. We don't know what snow even is. Ale. One time, Leo, one time, I don't know how big it was, but one time I had a power outage during Christmas, in the middle of Christmas. Se nos cortó la luz en la mitad de Navidad. Con toda la comida en la heladera, con toda la gente en la casa. It was like the worst. Hacían como 38 grados. It was not fun. It was not fun. You're not close at all. It's very far from the equator. Yeah, I looked at the map and I was like, oof. Yeah, we're not that close. But, you know, the general rule still applies that you get closer to the equator, you get hotter. And my country is long, so you get the hot climates and the cold climates. Argentina is snake-like. Chile is more like snake-like because it's long and thin. Our country is long, but it also like does very weird shapes. It gets a belly at some point. Chile is closer to the equator. They're longer than us. Let me open that map again. Oh, god damn it! Map! I don't care about fucking football results. Oh yeah, Chile is much longer actually. Chile is a lot longer. Damn, how long? Actually, wait. Wow! Chile gets really high up, huh? Damn! No, I'm eating an ice cream cake. It's strawberry flavor. Want some? I do. I don't think I've ever had ice cream cake, actually. Sounds freaking good. And also, strawberry flavored ice cream is one of my favorites. I like the fruity ice creams. My favorite ice creams are the ones that are like fruit related. I learned Spanish in my high school for a bit. I like it so I control my friends by saying "es un inútil" to them and they get confused and it's funny. 10 out of 10, I call my friends inútil very, very often. Jokingly, of course, but yeah, 100% I approve. When me and my friend had a place together, the people upstairs would fight all the time. It's really annoying. It's very annoying. It is very annoying. Got to go. Bye-bye, Ellie. Bye-bye, Chad. Goodbye, Maple. Thank you for stopping by. I hope you're having a good day. I hope you're having a good job to shift. I hope you're having a good shift, and I hope you're doing well. Bye. You can tell things are really serious when she speaks quietly. I just want to make sure that they don't hear me at all, because we were this close. We were this close one time to just slipping an envelope with like a typed, like printing a card and slipping it under their door that said like, hey, please stop yelling at 4 a.m. We are sleeping, or trying to, like, we were so close to just slipping a freaking envelope because it can get intense. Argentina is a well-fed snake. I guess you can say Chile is less chilly than Argentina. Ew, but probably in the south of Chile they also have the same climate, so Chile is a long, thin snake. Indeed. It has strawberries inside of it too. Oh, I want some. Gimme. Gimme. I really like strawberry flavored stuff. It's one of the best fruits. One of the best. Not the best, but one of the best. What do you mean you've never had an ice cream cake? Would you mind if I take you out for some ice cream cake? It's just not common here. I don't think it's a thing, actually. Ice cream cake. Let me Google it just to make sure that I understand. Yeah, it's not common here. Like, we don't... Like, in this country itself, I don't think it's very common at all. How do you handle it? Doesn't it, like, melt horribly? Yeah, this doesn't look like anything... This doesn't look like anything that we do in my country. But that's probably because in my country, we mostly do either mousse, like chocolate mousse, or like whipped cream, or like whipped cream with fruits, whipped cream with like peach, or whipped cream with strawberry and peach, or we do dulce de leche, which is like the classic. Dulce de leche, whipped cream, those are the things that we use most often. But ice cream, not a thing that we put in cake, not really. What do you mean ice cream cake? I hate summer because you can't fight the heat at all. In winter, you can just put some extra clothes and be done, you're warm. But in summer, you can't survive without a fan or air conditioner. I don't agree. I don't agree. I'm cold in winter no matter what I do. No matter how many clothes I'm wearing, no matter how much heating. I mean, it's not true. It's not that no matter how much heating I use, because yeah, if you use heating, but heating is expensive. In summer, if you put an ice cold water bowl, if you have an ice cold water bowl and you dampen a towel with the water and you put it on the back of your neck, that immediately cools you down. My neighbor has squeaky front door hinges and he always slams it. Yeah, neighbors, man. Neighbors, man. Easier to put clothes on that takes skin off. But, what happens when the clothes are not enough, huh? What happens when I have to go out? Actually, I have been needing to go out and buy buy meds, and I haven't been doing it for the past 2 days because I don't want to go out because it's cold. Which is a very bad example. Nobody follow my example, okay? Take care of your health. But also, I'm very cold and I don't want to go out. Do you like Pechemelva? Doesn't sound familiar to me. I would just yell to the people upstairs, just kill each other and get over with it. No! No! But I was very close to putting an envelope under the door. I'm probably going to get off this chat for now. I need to troubleshoot something I assembled recently. Good luck, Retro to Modern. Good luck troubleshooting. And don't worry, we're about to close out because it has been 2 hours. So don't worry about it. And also, have good luck. I hope you troubleshoot it successfully. Ice cream sandwiches are made in a specific way so they're super frozen to not melt quickly, but are still malleable enough to be biteable. Damn! Yeah, no idea about that. I love chocolate mousse. You do? I don't. I don't really like... I love chocolate, but I don't like chocolate-based things for some reason. Probably because they use, like, dark chocolate instead of sweetened chocolate when they're doing stuff like cookies or mousse and stuff like that. Do you like guava as much as they do in Mexico? Let me Google that to make sure that we have it, because I don't know if we have guava. I don't think we have it. At least in my province, I don't think we have. I've never seen this, so we probably don't have it we probably don't have it in my province at the very least. In the north, maybe, because it's more of a hot climate. But yeah, it doesn't look familiar. It doesn't look familiar to me. Ice cream tape is like eating ice cream, but more solid, and just like ice cream, it melts fast. And just like ice cream, I would probably not be such a big fan. Like, I'd rather just eat a cake with dulce de leche or whipped cream. Alright, it's my time to go. Au revoir. Au revoir. I'm trying my freaking best. Goodbye. Goodbye, Apollinaire. Welcome. Thank you for coming, and I hope you had fun. We're wrapping up anyways. I prefer hot beverages to their cold ice counterparts. Same. I prefer hot beverages 1000% of the time. You don't have voila, Saj. We don't have. I don't think so. I mean, I googled and I looked at the images, and it doesn't look like anything I recognize. So we probably don't have it, at least in my province. I have to get back to work. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye, Leo. Hi, Damien. Sorry, bye. Adios, Leo. Ciao, ciao. I don't like hot beverages because they're too warm for me, and then I forget about them, and then they're no longer hot, so why bother? I love them because I'm cold all the time, so they warm me up from the inside. Oh, never mind, I heard wrong. Oh, you thought it was a different thing? No, I mean guava. Guava is used as much in Mexican foods as strawberry is in American foods. I'm betting it's very sweet, but it looks good, but I've never tried it. Time to suffer until my shift ends. I'm sending you good vibes. Te mando mucha fuerza, mucha energía, mucha buena suerte. Resist, Leo. You can do this. Oh wow, it's been 2 hours already? It has. Hey, Snake Shifters. Bye, Snake Shifters. Why am I late? Yeah, hi, Ratcharan. How are you doing? I hope you're doing well. We were wrapping up. Ya fue hora de laburar con los pibes. Nos revimos, gente. Chao, Leo, nos vimos. Nos vemos en Disney, Leo. Chao. But yeah, anyways, it has been 2 hours. A lot of people are leaving, and if we leave now, I get to catch some of Yomi's stream, or Evie's stream, or this new girl that I have to check out. So, wow, a lot of things. Anyways, goodbye, everyone. Thank you for coming. We'll see you all tomorrow for... What the freak do I have tomorrow? Everhood. I'll see you all tomorrow for Everhood. Thank you for coming. I hope you enjoyed. Have a good rest of your days, and have a good everything that you have to do after this. So many cartoon VY for so little time. Exactly. It was really have a good evening. Au revoir, mignon serpent. Hi, research support. Bye, listening for the stream. Good night, lads. Goodbye, everyone. Thank you for coming. coming. I'm so sorry, Rapturen. So sorry. But don't forget to sleep at least 7 hours. Don't forget to stretch, drink water, eat nutritiously, and most important of all, be kind to yourself and others. Alright? Take care, my snake shifters. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.